G'day YouTube, it's Shane here once again, and I'm at the Tea Tree Plaza interchange heading into the Westfield Tea Tree Plaza shopping centre, where I'll be meeting a guy named Caden, and he's a young Chinese guy, and he's an accountant, and I'm here to help him with his English lessons. Well, he can speak English, but it's more about practicing the pronunciation and comprehension of English, and I always learn a little bit too, and I'll discuss some of that later. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking down words into their prefix, root word, and then suffix, and it gets me to meditate on the origins of those words and what their original meanings were and whether they've changed or not. So yeah, I'll catch up with you in a little bit after our little lesson. But first I'm going to have a little bit of breakfast and I'll be back. Whoops, bit of a time jump here. It's currently Monday afternoon and the English lessons didn't happen. Now, I was up at Tea Tree Plaza and I was there half an hour early, which is awesome. But then I got a phone call from one of my employers. I work for several companies, but the work is often sporadic and far apart and all that sort of stuff, and very, very random. But there was work on offer, and on a Sunday for about 4 hours or so cool beans. And so I went to 4 hours it was, the Ingle Farm Recreation Centre, and my job there was to just look after children on these, what they call a pony cycle, and it's sort of like a bicycle, but they're like a giant rocking horse, realistic-ish looking plushy horse things that you have to ride them like a horse in order for them to move. You don't pedal, you stand up and sit down and stuff like that. So that was not too bad. The kids were relatively well behaved. There was a couple of kids having a disagreement, brother and sister, and I always feel a little bit uneasy when you have to discipline other people's kids. Now, we'll never ever touch a kid, but you just say, "Oi!" That's it. That's all I say. That's the vocal tone. That's the volume. You just say, "Oi!" So they know that I know what they're doing. And then they just stop, and then they maybe wait until I've stopped looking, and then they start again. At which point I say it again. But the biggest headache and stressor is the parents. And one, when you know that a kid has or is on the autism spectrum, so they're going to be a little bit more scared and overwhelmed by bits and pieces. Bright colours, noises, kids screaming, that sort of stuff. And then the parents are just saying, "Oh, he's just a chicken, he's just wimp," and just like this toxic masculinity stuff. You know, there's not actually listening to your kid. Okay, your kid's scared. Address it. Make the kid feel loved and safe. It's not fucking hard, but I'm not a parent, right? I understand the challenges of being a parent. I had to raise a younger brother, but compassion first, always. But then they scream and yell. The parents scream because it's like they're waiting. The kid, "Oh, my kid needs a turn. My kid wants a turn." Yeah, but they want you to cut into other kids' playtime, and it wasn't set up very well. There wasn't a very large turning arc. It's not wasn't a very big area. The horses don't go backwards, and we only had 2 small ones for the little kids, and of course the little kids want to play longer, so that became a challenge and things like that. But all in all, overall a good day. What else did happen? When I was recharging my Metro card, which is like a plastic card that you put money onto, that allows you to use public transport and stuff like that. And I put $10 on it, and I used my my debit card to put money on it. And I turned around, looked on the ground, and somebody had dropped a $10 note. So broke even. Now today, I went into the local shopping centre because I thought I had an appointment at 9:30 when in fact it was 3:30. So I'll have to go and get the hearing aids checked, and I know what's going to happen. They'll go through the tests, and then the guy will say, well, this is the point where we normally recommend you get like a new pair of hearing aids, but I don't have a healthcare card again, which I'm going to apply for and then get on the free hearing aid system service. Yeah, today, while on the way home, because I realised I was way too early, I found a $5 note. Awesome. Anyway, I've got to go. Look after yourselves, and bye for now. Please watch another video here and here. Oh my God, look at those clouds. Crazy.